6 months ago, I decided that I'm going to try living in Kyoto, Japan for 3 months starting the new year. That's the amount of time you're allowed to stay before you're deported if you're from the US. So my decision usually prompts two questions: why and what? The short answer I usually give are I'd like to try living somewhere else that's not California, and that I'm going to explore Japan and study Japanese at a language school. But I think the real reasons are a bit more nuanced. If I'm honest with myself, I've been pretty discontent and feeling stagnant in different areas in my life. Days in California have been blending together and time has been accelerating. But now that I'm here in Japan, everything feels fresh again. Time moves slower, a week feels like a month. Every day is a new adventure where I get to learn something new, meet new people, try new things, yet still keep the parts of me that I feel are absolutely essential. The only downside I can see at the moment is that I won't be able to see family and friends for a while. But I think that'll just make me appreciate our connections even more while I'm gone. And there'll be a lot to catch up on once I'm back. So one more time, why? To revitalize my spirit, to reignite my passion for life, to challenge myself to live on my own for a little, to gain new perspective from all the diverse people I meet from other countries on my travels. What? It's simple really, to experience new things and to make new memories I'll remember for the rest of my life. It's been a week since I've started my journey here in Japan, and I've already learned a lot of things along the way. Firstly, the people that travel to Japan tend to be really friendly and kind. English speakers tend to flock together since most Japanese natives don't feel super comfortable speaking English, at least in Kyoto. Secondly, I've learned that I'm still me despite where I am. I still carry the same desires and habits, wanting to meet others and talk to new people, wanting to play piano, feeling like super glad that I found a public piano at Kyoto Station that's pretty isolated, and just making videos overall about everything in my life. So the lesson is, you are you, no matter where you go. It's just the environment encourages you to express different sides of you, and my environment definitely lets me finally spread my wings regarding meeting and talking to new people. It's something I learned that I love to do in Singapore and my Bali trip last year, and I finally get to do it pretty much every day, and it's been extremely fun. But I've also talked to people who tend to like staying in their rooms and playing games, and I've talked to others who like to watch videos for long periods of time despite being in Japan. Again, you are who you are, no matter where you go. Luckily for me, I've worked on establishing a lot of good habits, and that will definitely come in handy now that I'm here in Japan. But having said that, I'm not trying to form judgments. It's totally fine to do whatever you enjoy anywhere. It's just some things that I've observed that might be helpful information. However, I do think that the beginning is one of the most essential parts of all of it. Establishing a good rhythm, forming new good habits as soon as you arrive will definitely help. Sleeping patterns, eating habits, and how you spend your time. Some of my new friends that attend the same language school agreed it's probably best we don't try to go out every single time after school, since we'll all probably get fat or burn through our money doing so. So we said every Wednesday and weekends, but other days are open if someone really wants to. Rhythms and structure. Definitely something to think about in the beginning. And one of those rhythms for me is to talk about my experiences in the form of daily vlogs, which I'm currently uploading to my personal channel, linked down below. I also create videos highlighting important lessons I'm learning from my experience in Japan. That's what this is. So far so good. I feel like me, but just a version of me that's finally going on the adventure that I've always wanted to since I was young. Mostly because I watched a bunch of anime. I'm glad to be making videos again for this channel, and I hope you guys will join me along the way. The podcast will continue, but it'll continue on a different dedicated channel, which is honestly what I should have done in the beginning. But once again, I'll link that down below. Hopefully my new friends in Japan aren't too shy and would like to come on to the podcast. I think there are so many interesting stories and people here, and I'd love to be able to share their stories with you. So this is going to be quite an interesting new chapter in my life. I hope wherever you guys are and whatever time it is, that you are also able to experience a brand new adventure in whatever way suits you the best. Life is too short not to try things that you've always wanted to try.